Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you got on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Just about to get started. Stephen Kwan digs in now.
Number 38, Stephen Kwan.
And that's how we get started here in Los Angeles. Fought off foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. Out towards right center field. Pajes on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Chase DeLauder, the next to hit, takes ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball
He's
inside.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2-2 now. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And it's fouled away. Fastball is outside. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Pajes gets under it. And that'll do it. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back after this on the show. Back here in L.A. and towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Gavin Williams. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Williams,
That's ball 2.
26 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him swinging.
Batting second, right fielder, Kyle.
Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Kyle
That's a
Tucker
ball.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. The 1-0. Oh, look at the stop to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting third, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts now. For as much as we talk about Mookie Betts' success at the plate, defensively, he's turned into a brilliant outfielder. He's won the Gold Glove 6 times in right field, and yet in 2025, he was a finalist at shortstop, which is absolutely incredible. Two down, nobody on. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Next to the dish is Freddie.
Ball, that's out.
Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one way inside.
Nope, outside.
Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. And ball 4 to aboard. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still one challenge left for them. First and second, 2 outs. Will Smith to the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. This is again 5 in a row. Two on, 2 outs.
Yeah.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Grabs it on the run. That is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann.
Hey!
And there's a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
Hey!
Second inning here, no score. That misses. 1-2 to count. That one missing inside. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Shortstop, Arias.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Gabriel Arias.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Swings through that one.
Outside, that's a ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a breaking ball misses outside. And there's ball 4.
That pitch is up. Ball 4.
Batting 8th, catcher Austin Hedges.
2 outs, runner at first. Austin Hedges stands in. That one kicks away from the catcher. Throws to second. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
No, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
Hey!
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The Guardians with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swings through that one for strike two. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Andy Pujols, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Ball, that's just out.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Here's your one. Run around the move. There's a ball.
Inside.
Throw. Save. Hedges too late.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Man at second. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man, that got him square in the mask. Man on second, 2 down. Misses.
That's ball 3.
And that's ball 3. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground to third,
foul.
And foul ball. And ball 4
that's
to the
ball
board.
4.
First and second, 2 outs. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
Tough spot right here. A couple
inside.
runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw.
He made it.
He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And everyone safe. The bases are loaded. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Grounded out his first time up. This one ripped, but foul to the right. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Gets under it and pops it up. Betts under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Nope.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 1-0. Swung on, popped up left side. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter Chase Delauder.
Chase Delauder digs in for the Guardians.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Oh, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
In the air to left center. Hernandez has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon,
Ball
the way
one.
he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
1-1 now.
Ball 2.
Sliced hard but foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Walked his first time.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
The 0-1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. So he blasts one out the other way. The Dodgers strike first. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ball 2.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the last half of the third. That's off the inside corner, and now 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
In the dirt. Throws to second. In there. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
Man at second. High fly ball out towards left center. Kwan on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Martinez takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third
Here's Muncy to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man on second, 2 down. Now a pop-up on the infield. Manzardo settles underneath it. And that's the inning. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. As we go to the top of the 4th, stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Stays alive. Up and in. Now 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Fly to center his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Just missed.
Ball 1.
0-2 count, you got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
The Dodgers leading by 2, top half of inning number 4. Swings and misses. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
In the air left field, Hernandez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in LA, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
Yeah.
That one the other way, and foul ball. High fly ball, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Ball.
Just
Down.
missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one ran inside, almost got him. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! A solo shot, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Tucker
Ball
in
one.
the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Ball two.
Activity in the bullpen. Colby Allard, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Heron getting cranked up as well. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Gavin Williams departs. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with the new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Colby Allard will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now it's Mookie Betts. Just missed. Allard, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swings through that. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And now
That's
the
a ball.
count is even.
That's ball
Way
3.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a payoff pitch. There's a swing and a drive. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out, runner at second. Freddie Freeman now at the plate.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
He swings and fouls one off. Runner at second here, one gone. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now. Inside, almost got him.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Man at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. Flying around third is Betts. He'll score, and it's 5-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So, man aboard, Will Smith, the next to hit. Clips the corner. That's strike one. And that is out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Caught him looking for the K. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Freeman at second with 2 down. This one smoked on its way out of here. Teoscar Hernandez hits 1 out. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now a chance for Andy Pappas. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike. Up the middle. Slings to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. They had the long ball working 3 times for a total of 5 runs. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Guardians nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Ryan Rocchio.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. You know, these Guardians being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure.
Ball one low.
That's down.
Oh, that got
Time
away
out.
from him.
That ball got
And
right
he's
there.
going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. Walked his first time.
Pretty rare location right there. The edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. And we're at the top of the fifth. That one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball, that's out.
Two now. That's smacked on a line to center. He's got it.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Austin Hedges.
One out man at first. Austin Hedges now 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Angel Martinez. Flied out his first time.
Ball. That's ball 2.
Rocchio off of first with 2 away. And a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. This one in the air center field. Pajes should have this one. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Tim Herrick.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Muncy
Oh,
in the box
inside.
for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Close
That's
one,
ball 2.
doesn't get the call. Ball 2. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Rojas now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. That's inside.
Ball 1.
And base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated
Back to the top of the lineup, and up next for Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
In the air to left center, Kwan on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Strike 2. The Dodgers up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Started after it, appeal to third, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians.
Left fielder Stephen Kwan.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
They only say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
On the ground. Throw on to Freeman, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter Chase DeLauder.
Chase DeLauder will hit next. And that's off
in.
The inside edge. Ball 1.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
He was all over that one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's Jose Ramirez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Ball one.
Late swing, foul to the left. Man at second. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that's downstairs and outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it remains 2-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. That's a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. It's 7-1.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Now here is Kyle Manzardo. Towards first, and it goes just foul. The next pitch misses. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 78, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Henriquez also getting ready. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at first, one away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Schneemann in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is that. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Guardians 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That's to third, and it stays fair. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers, First baseman.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Just
Off the plate,
missed.
ball 1.
Outside
Ball 2.
low, and it's 2-0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That
That's
one
ball
misses, and now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Freeman wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. First and second and nobody out. Next to hit, Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Nope. Outside.
Swings through that one.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Kwan gets under it. Takes it in for the out. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tim Herron gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher now, Matt Vesta.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Hey!
And the 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that is that. One left for LA, and they're on top 7-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back. We're in the
Number
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
78.
mound. Number 78. He's making his second appearance of the season. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ryan Rocchio.
Ryan Rocchio.
Ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Ball. That's inside.
And a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Next pitch
That's
is
out.
outside. Ground ball left side. Muncy sends it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Shortstop Gabriel Arias.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a tapper. Smith gets it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Austin Hedges.
2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Hedges.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder Angel
Martinez digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Swing and a pop-up. He makes the grab, and that is that. Guardians lead 1. They're down 7-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from this break chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Leading things off and takes a strike. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Eric Sabrowski, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan under it. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman.
Once he digs in, 0 for 3 in this one. Off the mark there, ball 1.
Ball. That's inside.
Vesta, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Misses outside. Ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Right through there for a strike. The Dodgers up big in this one. Near the bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. Now, Miguel Rojas.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Hey.
That's in there. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. And a good
Ball,
eye
that's off the
there.
plate.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. One-two now. And a base hit. And out to a board.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Just off the inside edge. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Nope, that's a ball.
Muncy at second. Rojas over at first with one away. Inside.
No, inside.
3-1. And they're all
Ball
loaded
four,
up.
pitches down.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit. In the air to left center. Schneemann moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The relay to the plate. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Now, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Matt Festa won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Connor Brogdon takes over on the mound. This is his third time out this year. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 on, 2 outs. That's
Inside
off the
ball.
inside corner. And the count now 2-0. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Fastball for a strike. It's 2-2. Sets him down looking. Good job at damage control right there. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Guardians 1. We go to the 8th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Hey!
0-1 down.
Ball, that's low. What do you got?
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Comes the 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. One down.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter.
And here is Chase DeLauder, 1 for 3.
Hey!
The Dodgers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. Popped up. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Going
Hey!
away.
Ball down. That's ball 2.
In the air, right field. Tucker settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Ball, that's out.
Missed
Nope,
with a
that's off the plate.
changeup,
Ball 2.
and that's ball 2. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Ball.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed. Chop to third. Ramirez. Over to first. And they get the out on Smith.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
2 down, nobody on, and that skips in the dirt. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and it remains an 8-1 game. We go to the ninth. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
Ball 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And a 1-1. Popped in the air, left field. Hernandez under it, and there's one down.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. He was late there, strike 1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Rocchio stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one lifted to left. Hernandez in and to his right. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.